One of the most significant and controversial wars declared so far by the Trump administration is its ongoing and escalating campaign against freedom of expression on U.S. campuses, particularly targeting pro-Palestinian protest activities by international students throughout American academia. As most of you already know, American higher education is extremely popular around the world, attracting more than 1.1 million international students, with half of them pursuing graduate studies throughout the United States. These students, who contribute, by the way, more than $50 billion to the U.S. economy and represent about 6% of the total higher education population in the United States, they come from big countries, China, India, for example, as well as very small countries like Vatican City, San Marino, Malta, Luxembourg, and others. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who seems to show a great deal of enthusiasm about the process of visa revocation to hundreds of students by the administration, seems quite persuaded that educational visas to study in the United States are not a right, but a privilege. No one questions legal reasons for revoking such visas for criminal behavior or clear violations of legal immigration laws. The problem, however, from our perspective, lies with politicizing the process and the reasoning for it. When Mr. Rubio and others start claiming national security reasons for their visa revocation of international students, like gang members, for example, one must take their reasoning with a grain of salt. With all due respect to the officials involved, this is not true. Targeting hundreds of international students, whether in New York, Massachusetts, California, Colorado, Michigan, and other states, for criticizing Israeli policies and violations of international law in the West Bank and Gaza has nothing to do with U.S. national security concerns. Let us call a spade a spade. It is a fabricated reasoning stemming from a biased and one-sided policy. Civil and human rights concerns over these practices by the administration seem to increase by the day. Earlier this week, Amir Muklat, a U.S. citizen and a Michigan attorney representing a student protester, was detained by immigration agents as he re-entered the country from vacation in the Dominican Republic. His family was allowed in, but he was detained. Actually, agents at the airport called for assistance from the Tactical Terrorism Response Team to process this attorney's return home. That is not a practice or a behavior worthy of a country that calls itself land of the free and home of the brave.